I am still reading the book Your Creative Habits by Twyla Tharp. Um, and I've come to the point where she talks about, or she writes about, the 5 reasons why we don't start things. You know, you have this great idea in your head, or you've always wanted to do something, and you've never started, and for whatever reason. And she lists 5, and you're probably going to have one of them in these 5 or more of them in this 5. And I'm just going to read it briefly. The first one is, people will laugh at me. Yes, they will laugh at you. But they're people who respect you and respect that you started something, that you walked out on a limb, that you're doing something different, that you're creating. They're not going to laugh at you. They're going to walk along with you and say, you know what? Go. Keep going. The second reason why we don't want to start something, someone has done it before. And I love this quote. Honey, it's all been done before. That is so directed at me. Just get over yourself. It's all been done before. Shakespeare was an original. You know, I listen to people talk about Shakespeare. Oh my God, Shakespeare. See how many things Shakespeare wrote was actually written in the Bible. Okay? Or written in other books that were not as well known. Nothing new, you know? It's all been done. Number 3, I have nothing to say. How do you know unless you start? I have nothing to say, nothing to add, nothing to... You're not going to know until you start doing it. So just start doing it. And because it's you, it may not be original, but it's going to be unique. Number 4, I will upset someone I love. Yeah, you probably will. But the best thing you can do is remind yourself of your intentions. If you have good intentions and it's the truth, it may upset some people, but it's your truth. And that's honorable. Number 5, once executed, the idea will never be as good as it is in my mind. Yeah, that's true. You know, Alberti, he built a cathedral in Rome. It was hated. But you know what? It's one of the most popular. What is the name of that? It's in Florence. It's a cathedral in Florence. I can't think of the name of it right now. But people see it all the time. It's on the tourist attraction list. So it may not have been perfect, but look at the end result. We don't know what perfect is. We don't know what other people are going to think of our ideas. We don't know what people are going to think about what we create. But all true creation is of yourself. It doesn't mean that it's meant for someone else, or that someone's going to like it. You're doing it because you're bringing forth something out of you. You know, I think about the act of giving birth. I mean, to hear some people tell it, it's like the worst pain ever. But yet you have this wonderful human being. What is it that you want to create? We've already talked about the empty space. We're talking about the first steps, getting over these fears. And along with getting over fears are distractions. Or for me, procrastination. What are our distractions and procrastinations and fears? For me, my biggest issue is procrastination. I can have wonderful things that I want to do, things in my mind, and then I procrastinate. And I procrastinate by distracting. I'll rent a movie. I'll read another book. I'll call someone. I'll clean. I'll do anything but start. So, I'm going to deal with my fears. I'm not going to be distracted. And sometimes it's just that first step. I have a sewing machine that I haven't used in years. It is now sitting on a table. And of course, it's irritating the heck out of me. Because every time I walk past it, I'm like, oh, I gotta sew. But as long as that sewing machine was in the closet, I didn't even have to think about it. Now, I had to think about it. Why is the sewing machine out? Because you love to sew. You love to create. Don't get distracted. Don't procrastinate. Just do it. Get over these fears. Just the act of idea, of intention, is the start of a beautiful, beautiful creation. And you're never going to know what it's going to turn out until you take that first step and get beyond all those fears. And just start creating something, anything.